Try not to call me Rena. That's my insurance lady name.
I said cutter, but
Okay,
it's recording right
I'm
now.
just saying.
What is going on? Okay, so y'all, it's about to fall. Jesus, this ain't gonna work. Hi, welcome to Intimate Conversations with Kittee. I am your host, Vanessa Brown, owner of Pink Kittee LLC. And Pink Kittee is your one stop shop for all things from mild to wild. And we specialize in intimacy coaching, oral pleasure workshops, adult novelty parties, and coaching, intimacy coaching with couples. So happy today to have on our show Kutta, who is she's a bad girl gone good. She's the owner of Bob and Goodies, Battery Off Your Boyfriend and Goodies. And she is also a sexologist. So I am so happy to have her on the show tonight. And I know you guys are like, what is up with the mask and the corset that is like, I'm about to have a wardrobe malfunction. So I know somebody going to be happy because I know I'm going to be doing this all this show, trying to make sure the girls stay up. I feel like I'm about to have a Janet Jackson moment, live my Janet Jackson fantasy in real life. So, but it's National Kink Month, y'all, and so I'm doing my little role play thing today with I'm the masked marauder, the pussy fairy. So sit tight. Today is October the 15th, 2021, and you are live for the intimate broadcast of Intimate Conversation with Pink Kittee. And as I just stated, it is National Kink Month here in the US. And I just want to know how you being kinky. So one of the things that I mentioned that I wanted to do when I sent out my newsletter for this month for Pink Kittee, if you're not on the mailing list, make sure you go to www.pinkkitty.com and subscribe to receive our newsletter. But earlier I said I wanted to use my Wartenberger wheel. And y'all know I got a new friend. He was not with the shits. It's like I do not like pain. So we're gonna try to rope him in because he said he didn't like pain, but we already know. Like, why you hooking up with me then? Like, we know. We know. He just needs to be moved in. And because he knew, so we're gonna give him a few shots, a few times to get it right. Today's cocktail is something that Rena made. It's tequila. Ooh, cutter. It's tequila and something, and it's good. So that's what we having today. But I want to know, like, how you guys kicking? How you guys kinking this month? What you say, Cutter?
I said it's white peach.
Oh, white peach. Oh, you muted somehow.
Yeah, but since we're in the same place,
Oh, but that means they can't hear you, right?
maybe you can hear
Oh, okay, perfect. That's all we care about. So, anywho, so how you kinking right now? I tried my Warrenberg wheel on my new friend. It didn't work out. How you kinking? We see you in your I know I heard myself. Cutter.
it. I'm in a camp girl this month.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm dressing up in like nice little outfits with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing it. I got like a lot of long distance stuff. So
Ah.
yeah, there's a lot of visual dress up, stuff like that.
Oh, nice. OnlyFans?
No,
Oh, Demon Time?
any kind of way video. Oh,
Okay, I hear you. I hear you. So I'm trying to figure out how you guys kinking this month. Like I said, I'm doing a little role play right now. Tried the Wardenberger wheel. I definitely got my little schoolgirl outfit because every girl needs to have one, right? So I got my little schoolgirl outfit, and we already discussed we was gonna be having a little disciplinary action with our swing this month. So that's how I'm kinking for the next session. And just wondering, like, what are you guys up to? What are you guys into? Like, what do you consider kink? Like, um, for us that are in the adult industry, I'm saying us that are in the adult industry, we view kink as, just, long, kissing for a long time is not kink because that's something that we typically would do. Um, Engaging in anal play would not be considered kink because, again, that is something that we do. Um, I do have like urinating on people. Okay, yeah, urine play, water play.
Really fun.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Water play, wax play. You do wax play, Cutter?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we with it. Wax play is good.
Remember that product we used to sell that turned into a massage oil?
Yes.
That was my fave.
Yes, you can make your own. Like if you make those soy candles, you can just add whatever kind of massage oil that you use. So what I've been doing is, like I don't make candles because y'all know I'm like not very creative. So what I'm doing is, well, I'm not creative in that way. I'll say. So what I do is just buy those soy candles and then I just add my pheromone infused massage oil when I'm getting ready to burn it, and so it sinks to the bottom, but then rises to the top so you can still pour it and stuff like that. So, yes, I am with the wax play. Yes, yes, yes. I'm with it. I'm with it. One thing that I have not tried that I've actually been considering is cupping.
Cupping like a massage technique?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I've been thinking about trying that because one of my subs was interested in it a while back, and I just was like, "Well, I'm not skilled in it, so I definitely didn't want to just try something." Y'all, please don't just be trying stuff on folks that might cause them pain because we are not with the foolishness. Okay, I am all about consensual and safe play, right? And always, always, always do some aftercare. Aftercare is what you're doing after your kink to make sure you maintain your connection with your partner as well as caring for them. That's why it's called aftercare. So you want to make sure, that they were comfortable with everything that happened. That is very, 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 very important. Don't just get up and start putting your clothes on and walking out because you don't know. Okay, it is. They are saying, Cutter, that you're too far from the mic. Or did you say me? Yeah, my guest is too far from the mic. Hi, Street News Now. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you so much for that tip. So yeah, I definitely don't want you guys engaging in play that is not safe. That would result in a person feeling like they had a traumatic experience rather than engaging in oh Lord, engaging in an experience that would be fun or stimulating for both of you. Like another thing that I wouldn't consider a kink, but it was kind of kinky because I haven't done it. I talked to you recently about how my new friend was interested in doing the snail technique, where he gets me all soaking wet and then he wants me to rub my body, my vagina all over his body, and then end up sitting on his face. So like we didn't do it yet. Dude, where you at though with it? Because I'm waiting. But I think that's a form of kink. That could be considered kink because it was my first time.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. That's better.
Okay, so
Okay, so
yeah, a
yeah,
good
a
snail
good snail
trail.
trail is
Great.
great, but
That
you got to
has
have some really good knees for that.
Girl, I'll be practicing my little squats. I was doing 100 a day just to make sure I keep it tight and right and keep this ass up. So I can't hear you again. What had happened?
Cause I muted myself. Cause when we talk at
Oh,
the
okay.
same time,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so I'm excited about trying this. Have you seen somebody do it? Have you done it before? You don't want to tell if you did
I
it.
did. Look,
Oh,
I
okay,
did.
really? So
It was
was it like stimulating for you? So I'm excited about it because I have a VCA, so I'm pierced. My clitoral hood is pierced. So I know that it's gonna be exciting for me because anything that rubs against it, like that's why I stopped wearing underwear because I was just like, I cannot be walking around random ass wetness sitting on people's chairs and carrying on. Like, no, I'm gonna need to get this together. I know everything that rubs against it like makes life better, like still to this day. And I think I've had it for like 10 years now that I've been pierced.
Yeah, I
And
remember when you first got it, we met.
mm,
You had just got it or around that
mm.
time. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's been like 10 years. So even now, still, I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, what has happened? So I already know that it's gonna be lit. But I was wondering, like, so I am a woman that does female ejaculation, so I experience squirting and stuff like that. So I'm not concerned about staying wet the whole trail, whatever the trail would be. But what are some things that you would recommend that I do in preparation for this snail trail instance since you've done it before?
I mean, you
I'm just
definitely
saying it's cake month. Get with me.
no. Well, you definitely want to wax.
Right.
Right. That's something you definitely want to do. Um,
Okay. Mm,
and you also want to use something that's safer down there for as far as like the lubricant.
mm-hmm. Oh,
You
use a
know, you're
lube
gonna make
anyway. Okay.
yeah, because it's his whole body. Even though you're gonna have female ejaculation, though, if you're
Mhm.
doing it on his whole body, he might be hairy. You don't know. You just want to use
I do
something
know,
that's
and he
safe.
is hairy.
Right. I don't know. Legs. I don't know where you're gonna be snail trailing, but if you're doing the
True, true,
leg
that's
all
true,
the
that's
way
true.
up, yeah,
I'm
on his
just
chest,
saying.
all that, yeah. Especially coming down from his face to his chest, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
different texture.
I'm gonna
Yes.
have to call him when I hang up from this guy. Look, my piercing
Make,
is doing the job.
yes, and communicate. Talk to him.
Absolutely.
Talk to
Yeah.
him. Yeah,
Okay.
and also engage the rest of your body in it too, like your hands. So when you're
Hmm.
sliding down his body, if you like his nipples played with, play with his nipples. Yeah, everything. Even I even do it the reverse down.
Hmm.
So I can like while I'm sitting on his face and I'm sliding down. I got his penis, I got the balls. You just play with
Oh,
everything.
nice.
Yeah, use your hands, your whole like make it a whole body experience. Oh,
Mm.
and he was at the feet too. So I had my whole body on his body.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
so
into feet. Our recent interaction was involved some foot play. So I was like, okay, he got a little fetish. It's okay. It's good because I'm into the kink.
yeah, make
So
your toes his favorite color.
yeah.
Yes. Overall sensory experience. Okay.
And that's me, right? I'm always
Right.
trying to create the experience.
Yes.
One of the things, my partners always said was, it's like, I will never forget you. I like everyone that I've had, in the last decade has said that I taught them something, which that is a wonderful thing. Because that's what we're here for, right?
That's what
Sexology,
sexologists do.
sexucation. That's right, honey. So, yeah, so I'm looking forward to this experience. Like I said, it'll be my first time. I never even heard of the term until I started talking to this guy. So I'm like, what? Wait, wait,
And I'm
wait.
like, and I'm like,
I'm like, oh shoot, I have to call Cutter on this one. Have you heard? So thank you, girl, for the tips. And for those of you that are watching, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're watching Intimate Conversations with Pink Kitty. And I promise I am trying not to have a wardrobe malfunction. But happy kink month. So today we're talking about kink and different ways, different things that you do and what you consider kink. Because for me, my style of sex has always been I just want to do something new every time that I remember, that I recall. Like I always just want to, something I haven't done, something we haven't done. Like I always just want to try stuff. So I've never looked at myself as a freak. Hey, AJ. um, I've never looked at myself as someone who was kinky or freaky, but my partners would deem me that. So, like I said, this snail thing,
but
I'm super excited about.
it be the simplest stuff though. Like when they say
Right.
freaky, I'm like, what? This?
Right. Okay. So you feel me? Because we do this, and it's not for fun. So yeah. So it's like crazy. Like it'd be simple stuff. Like you said. Like one guy I did. I used a can of peaches when I was giving him a blowjob, and he was just like, I ain't never had no woman do nothing. And I'm like, what? It's just heavy syrup. Like, you don't use food. Like, don't everybody do this? Like, because I don't have sex with other women. Again, I've been a heterosexual woman my whole life. I've never been with a woman, so I can't say what y'all be doing with other women. But like, this just seemed like basic ass shit.
I mean, it's such a wide spectrum. Um, because I have, and I still consider myself a heterosexual woman.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
So
Well, yeah. Well,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But, oh yeah, like the velvet tongue technique with the tea and the honey. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Come on
Here.
now. Okay. Oh, so it's a
You
blowjob
too far from
technique.
the mic. We can't hear you.
But look, I'm unmuted.
Okay, maybe it was because my phone did ring, so it was probably me. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's a blowjob technique where you would take some warm tea
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and the honey. I mean, say, come on, we didn't
But you know that.
exchange. I said
But
we
you
didn't
know, like
exchange
I name my
blowjob
own stuff
techniques.
because I don't be keeping up with the trends. Okay, go ahead. But let's talk about
Right.
this technique.
Oh, well, where you put the honey in your mouth and then you sip on the tea and then you put the frenulum in your mouth and sip it like the tea. And I'm like, yeah, the guy was like, oh my
Right,
god. Right. And I'm like,
right.
this is just sucking dick with tea. You know what
Like you just take the
I'm saying?
class. Oh
Yeah.
shoot.
So it's just simple things. You know what I want to try though? I want to try that violet wand. I want to buy me.
Yes.
Yes, I want to buy me a kit.
So I did not know that I was into like electric play, but when you try stuff, like I did not know that I was into that. But the stimulation is just unreal. And even with my partners, when I do it to them, because I always blindfold them because I'm like, I know that typically it's you ain't gonna do that to me, you know. So
Right,
I
because
always
it
blindfold
does
them,
look
and I'm like, "Do you
intimidating.
trust me?" Like, we have to. That's why it takes so long for me to have a new sexual partner because I have to establish this trust. Like, you have to trust that I will never do anything to hurt you or cause you to feel a different kind of way about me. And again, queen of the aftercare. That's me. I'm queen of aftercare. So, oh, I think I need to turn my thing this way. So yeah, it's like I blindfolded him and I just did a really, really light because the one that I have has settings. I don't know, like the real ones. I'm going to call them the real ones, the ones that you get at the BDSM store. Do not have a setting. It's like either you're going to feel this electrical stimulation or you're not. But the
Can
one
you
that I had
explain?
was
Can
for
you explain?
babies because I don't want to shock.
Can you explain to your audience what a violet wand
That's what I'm
is?
getting to.
The tool. Okay.
Oh, right. So it's a tool that causes electromagnetic stimulation. So it's not like you using the little, I forgot what they're called, that you go clear. It's not, it's not that. It's not
The
that at all. Right.
electrocardiogram
But it's
machine,
like it's a
the
small
defibrillator.
electro, yeah. And
But
it gives
you do have to find out if they have a pacemaker or something though. If you're
right.
doing like
Absolutely.
something
Yeah.
like
So it's not like a violent shock, right? Is what I'm trying to say. It's not like a violent electric shock, but it is shocking. Like you're going to feel it if you try. Yes, you're going to feel it if you try the violent wand. And so like I said, I blindfolded him and I did like a really light stimulation on the inside of his thigh, like close enough to the dick that you'll know that it was close, but but far enough away that you didn't feel like I was trying to make you never be able to have kids. So, and the first time he was like, "What the fuck?" And he kind of kicked. So I'm glad I wasn't, in a bad situation. But afterwards, he was like, okay, let's try it again. So I've only done that with one partner because again, you have to establish a whole different level of trust for something like that. But he really, really, really enjoyed it. Now I enjoy it used on me, on my ass. Like it gives the best sensation to me. Like I love it. But yeah, like that's something again, I wouldn't consider that freaky. This was just something that I wanted to do and I'm doing it. So it's weird for me, to even say that it's kink, but I know that there are a lot of persons that look at that and they're like, oh, we don't do
Well,
that.
yeah, it's levels to it.
Yeah, it's levels to
Yeah,
it.
because the average chick, she's not putting out a violet wine.
Right, right,
Definitely not.
right.
You know.
So you say you want to try the violet one too? I see you. Come through, honey. So well, what else were we talking about? So, like it's different levels of, oh, did I tell you that I'm learning the lingam massage? I'm gonna start teaching it. So lingam massage is a penis massage, and it's just another level. Like the object of the game is not masturbation.
Is that like joking?
Uh,
Joking? Joking? Have you ever heard of that term? It's
uh-uh.
called joking. It's a penis massage technique that makes it longer.
Oh
It
no,
elongates the
no.
penis. Yeah, it's
Well, let's
called
talk
joking.
about
So
that.
yeah, so it's called joking, and it's different type of massage techniques that a guy can do to himself, or you can learn to do for a guy. But you start off with a flaccid penis, and of course it's being stimulated, so it's gonna get hard. And
No, I should add that to the lingam when I
yes,
when I do the coursework.
right, and it's an elongation technique. So over time, you should gain like a
Nice. You
centimeter
know
or
what? It
something like
probably
that.
does do that because you're stimulating, again, how we talked about the nerve endings in the penis. And it does involve a lot of stretching of the penis, because it's a muscle. And actually, I know most people don't know this, but uh, human penises do not have bones in them. So it's a muscle. So yes, you can stretch it. So that is it's probably one of the features of it, but I haven't studied it enough to say, actually I'm saying study. What I mean is I haven't practiced it enough. Like I've been practicing on my 13-inch bam. So it's not gonna grow.
Right. He don't need to grow no more. No way. Okay.
I've been practicing on
No.
my 13-inch dong. And my new friend said that he was very interested in me practicing on him, of course. And so, but the object is
You
not.
got him in the palm of your hand, ready to volunteer for anything you're trying to
Child.
do.
See, that's why, again, that's why, because I hadn't had to file 2 restraining orders before. We know about this. Like, supposed to be getting a little too extra because I be getting a little too happy. I love sex. So I love having dick in my mouth. I love having dick in my ass. I like dick in my vagina. Like we gonna get it all the way in. I like him slapping me on the side and my stomach. Like, so
I'm definitely into spanking.
yes, girl. Oh shit. So anyway.
I want to get a leather paddle with my name in it.
Right.
So then, yeah. So
Yes,
then
so
when
it
he
could leave
slaps
a
me, it'll
mark.
be on my ass.
Cutter was
Yes.
here. This cutter spot right here.
Look, don't have no wife and no girlfriend. They're gonna be like, "Who is Cutter? And why is she on your back?"
I had look at him. He's like, yes, do it. I had this one guy that used to like for me to leave marks on him when I flogged him. So we had like a spiked flog, and he used to want me to carve my name, and I would be like, that's like beyond where I want to go. Like I typically, I'm accommodating, but that was just beyond where I wanted to go. Like that's not like I'm not on that side of the spectrum. You need to, pay somebody else for
Yeah,
that feature.
so that's a hard limit for me too.
Because I don't
Um,
want to see
uh,
your blood while I'm, so it was mostly that. Like I don't get aroused by blood. So I don't want to see it. So
Yeah, true. Also, yeah, you have to be comfortable with doing it as well, and
yeah,
it's not gonna go over well with you when you do
right.
it, because you even dishing it out, and you have to have some kind of aftercare as well. When you're performing these things on people, so
Mhm.
yeah, it has to be a two-way consensual
Right. And
thing.
again,
Yeah.
I mean, it just made a hard limit that I didn't even know that I had, because I'm usually like, as long as it don't involve any children, any animals, you know. And as long as you're not trying to get me to, have any, engage in sexual intercourse with a woman, like we can do all the other stuff. But I found, that that was my hard limit. Like, I don't want to see your blood on me, or be the person to cause you to bleed. Like, I didn't want those things. I can do bruises. Like, I love seeing my little marks, my love marks left on a person. But the me making you bleed is a problem. Because look, I had to change that from my own like blood play because I do other stuff. I just don't want to be the reason that you're bleeding. so so yeah, that was a hard limit that I didn't even know that I had. So that was pretty interesting. That whole experience with that person was just like it was always
But
something.
ain't it, but isn't it interesting, like how you find out your hard limits? When you're playing with people, and then you know they're exploring their kinks as well, and then they pop out with something, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Like people do
Right?
that.
You're like, okay.
Cause like, oh my God. So here's one. One of my subs wanted me to use put raw ginger on him after I um pegged him. So he wanted me to put the raw ginger on him. And like, it was, I didn't even think about it as a thing because I'm like, okay, let's get it. This is what you want. And, it burned, obviously, because, it's ginger. Like, he wanted the real, it stings. Well, I won't say burn, but stings him, it stings. So, when I was, talking about it with, another sexologist, sexual health professional, she was like, oh my goodness, did you make sure that you lubricated that area when he was? I was like, oh shit, so again, just another thing that, I'm with it. He said that he had done it before, and it was my first, like, I don't have a lot of guys that are like, do the ginger after, they're just happy that they found a woman that liked to peg them, and so they just happy with that. So this guy, was next level, I guess, like we just said, like levels to this. And he wanted that. So she was like, oh, did you make sure, that you lubricated that area afterwards? He probably had marks. And I'm like, yeah, he did, because he was happy. Like, he called me later and was like, thank you, Mistress Kittee. You know, he was
So
so happy that he
let
had
me run
this,
something.
this pain.
Right, let me run something past you real quick. So this guy, he's like, yeah, I know you have like your freak friends, like you're my freaky friends, right? So he wanted us, he requested us to run a train on him with different
Oh
different
shit.
types of
I
dildos, right? Right,
I think I
but
would
he
like to watch another woman fuck a dude, and
right,
I think I would.
Pete though, right?
Mhm.
He wanted to be wrapped in saran wrap and just have his ass out,
Okay.
and we just run a train on his ass,
Oh
right?
shit, that sounds exciting.
Like, this is wild as fuck for me. I'm like, okay,
I've had
um,
guys want to be wrapped in saran wrap before. Like, that's a thing.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
unbeknownst to me, that's a thing. So I was like, okay, but would you consider, because we are doing this to this person that's engaging in sexual activity with a woman? We're not doing anything to each other,
Right.
but we are pleasuring his client per se. So it's just like, you know, would you
Yeah.
consider that?
I told you, like, I'm with it. Let's just,
Who's saying something in
again, as
this
long as
chat?
it's all hands on deck, on the deck, not all hands on me, I'm good.
Right.
I'm good. And I really don't know what it is because, honestly, I'm being, completely transparent because this is intimate conversation with Pink Kitty, and I try to make sure that I'm living my whole self. I don't think that I'm opposed to being with a woman. I just haven't met the woman that I'm attracted to. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, I just don't like chicks. I just know that the women that have approached me, um, in that fashion, I just was like, nah, I don't feel like women are repulsive. I believe that our bodies are beautiful. I believe that women are beautiful, and I say it frequently, which is why people constantly think that I'm a lesbian or, or that I do women. I believe that women are some of the most beautiful creatures on earth. And it doesn't matter what their body type is. I believe, I love their big stomachs. I love our big old asses. I love the lips of women, like all that shit. But I've never been sexually attracted to a woman. Does that make sense? Like,
it makes sense, but here's the thing for me, it's the sharing of the penis for me. You see what I'm saying? It's like we're sharing this dick together, girl. Let's go ahead and get it. You see what I'm saying? It's never been like, oh, let me just get her by herself and let's go. No.
Okay, I got that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Okay, I hear that. So, yeah. So I don't. Again, I've never even like I had this one woman that was really really attracted to me, and like she touched me and attempted to kiss me, and I almost threw up on her. I was just like, I'm sorry, I'm just not. It's just not my thing. I think you're beautiful, and if I was attracted to women in that way, I definitely would have let you hit. But I'm just not. I love me some organic dick, like on the person. And if he decides that he want to use the apparatus and do insert two
Ain't
holes at
nothing
the
like
same
no
time, I'm with that
homegrown
shit
dick.
too.
Ain't nothing like no homegrown dick.
Girl,
Okay.
I'm just saying. And as much as I love my own pussy, I just ain't never, been interested in somebody else's. And quite frankly, I think I got enough boobs to go around a few times. So I'm interested in touching another woman's boob. Like I rub and suck on my own whenever I get ready. So, it's just never been my thing. So again, you're watching Intimate Conversations with Pink Kittee. I am your host and owner of Pink Kittee LLC, Vanessa. And Pink Kittee is your one-stop shop for all things from mild to wild in relation to adult novelty, romance, intimacy coaching, and oral pleasure workshops. And our guest today is the bad girl gone good, Empress Cutter. And we are so happy to have her here. Um, Cutter, did you have anything you wanted to share with the group?
I'm just glad I'm down here.
I'm so
You
happy
know.
that you're here too. Y'all, I didn't say, but Cutter and I have been friends for a really, 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 really long time. 10 years, I think she said. I don't remember. I just know that I love her. And she was a part when we both were a part of when I first started my business. I was with a multi-level marketing company, and she came on my team and was just like a hitter. And so I loved her so much. Like even after we both left that situation, we just still was like, we love each other, we kicking it. So she is like my sister now, and I just love her so much. So I am happy to have her here with you, my kinky friend, Empress Cutter. So AJ, what are you laughing about? Tell us what you laughing about. What was funny to you? How you getting your kink in? Tell me how you getting your kink in. And I think you should
I
get you a violet wand, and they are definitely for sale at pinkkitty.com. And for Kink Month, I think I did do a coupon code, but of course I don't know what it is now that I need to tell you. But if you log on to the website and make sure you subscribe, I will go ahead and send you a link to that coupon code.
I think he was laughing at the part when we were talking about running the train on that guy with the saran
Oh,
wrap.
I don't know what that is because like saran wrap, you really can't breathe and your skin can't breathe. You say you just enjoying the
Well, no,
vibe. I'm
we
with
won't
you,
do
AJ.
his head. Yeah. So you would wrap up his whole body, his
Mm-hmm.
arms, and like his whole body except his head, because we don't want to kill
Right.
anybody, right?
Yeah.
Right. But yeah. And so we would just have his ass out
That's
and
dope.
just
That's dope.
yeah
I'm just saying that just sounds really nice, like something I should have done a long time ago. I'm gonna
yeah
need my
we
I'm gonna need my little paramours to step their game up
right. Like what is going on with you guys?
because I'm gonna need that in my life. What? Let's do it.
You know what else I want to try? I want to try shibari.
What's that? See, she
That's
told me.
the rope.
Oh, yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Um, I don't like being tied up. Again, I'm a dom, so
Right, right. But I think it's good. It would be just a unique experience. It tie you up and then hang you from something, and
Mhm.
then like spin you around and spank you and stuff. I just want to experience that, one time, you know, and see what that's about. I've seen some
Yeah.
pictures that on my timeline of some of my other Kiki friends, and they do it. It looks so beautiful. It looks so nice. It's such a releasing experience. I feel like it's about communication and
Yes.
release and
And
stuff
again,
like
I
that.
think, it's my control. How I was saying, like, I'm a dom, and I realized earlier, I think it was probably last week, that it really hit me that most of my sexual experiences that I enjoyed the most were when I was in control. And although I consider myself to be a switch, like there are certain things that even as a sub I will not allow to happen. So I'm still in control. Like, so I never actually leave my dom status. So
Hmm.
I'm saying this to say, like, that sounds like really invigorating. And perhaps one day I'll meet a person that I feel that way with, that I can do that. But I just on GP, and as of now, like, I can't even see it happening.
No, I'm definitely considered a switch. I like to listen because I'm a boss and everything else. I'm always look. This is what we're doing,
Right.
and it feels good for me to not have to make those decisions sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I get from it. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay,
That's what
yeah.
I'm
So I'm
saying.
like,
Like, it sounds like really invigorating, but I feel like most of my really great sexual experiences have been when I was in control. Like, as a, again, I try to be a switch because I deal with men that are very take charge. I don't want to use the term alpha male because it means something totally different than what it really
so
should be
right now,
meaning these
yes.
days. But like really strong men, the man's man is the guy that I typically am attracted to. So, and those are the guys that I like to dominate. Go figure, right? So, so I believe that they would be all into it. But when they try to get me to do sub stuff, yeah, I believe you, AJ. Like, I believe that that's why they like for me to dominate them, because they're like boss ass dudes. But I have never, I won't say never. I will say never. I have never let myself release enough to not still control the situation, even when I'm supposed to be being a bottom. You know,
That's a trust thing.
it is a trust thing. And when, like I said, it just dawned on me like 2 weeks ago. Like, I really need to get to a place where I can release that, because I don't want it to be that I've had this wall my entire life and I've never been able to experience the fullness of the experience because I can't let go. So actually, that is something that I am working towards. And and the trust has to come from me reaching out, not from the person. So I recognize that this is me having to put myself in a position that it allows that person to be that person. Because at this point, I don't even allow them to get that far. I'm a Virgo, and I'm like, okay, you know me, when you do something I don't like, I'm like, all right, you don't exist anymore. So so it's
you're
still me
dead.
and my
You're dead
control
to me.
issue.
You're
Yes,
dead to
AJ,
me.
I'm so with you. And you say you have an oral fetish. Oh my God, don't even. I believe both of us
Hey,
have an oral fixation, right, Cutter? Yeah, I have a serious oral fixation. Like,
you see my whole pajamas right now. I got mouths on it. Yeah, you said you were the what fairy? What kind of fairy?
I said, pussy fairy.
I'm the what that mouth do fairy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I definitely have an oral fixation. I know that is why I first got my tongue pierced. And
I
why?
miss my tongue ring. I had it for so many years, and then I took it out.
Really?
So
And is it still
yeah,
the whole gone?
it's still there, but you have to do too much now to you know take put it in. So the last time I had it in was when I went to Mexico the first time in 2017.
Oh
I
wow,
haven't put
really?
it in since, but I got it when I was like 22.
Oh, okay. So it probably still is, because like I had mine out. for like a year, I think, and I put it back in, and it's still there. And again, I know that I have it there because I have an oil fixation. And in that year, I realized that that was it. That's why I got it. It wasn't just, at the time I got it going, I'm about to do something special to my husband, you know. But now I know that it really, even that was still about me.
Look, you know what?
I like to have a ball in my mouth at all times.
No, I like to try different things too, but I feel like as of late, it's a mental thing for me, especially to get this skill set, this level of skill set of fellatio. You're gonna have to be something more than
Absolutely.
just
Oh, I'm
yeah.
that though. Yeah.
Because I didn't came home and motherfucker sitting on my porch. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on my doorstep, and I'm like, "What the? Why is you here? You know what I'm saying? What is going on?" So yeah, you can't just do that to everybody.
Absolutely.
And then plus, because you like it so much, you're doing stuff for you. Own it, and it's like it's just because you have it. The penis. If I had this for myself, you probably wouldn't exist.
Girl.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like. So it's just like, yeah, so you gotta definitely connect with that person. For me, I have to connect with them, in order to even put my mouth on them.
Right.
Seriously.
It's absolutely that. Like, the guy that I was with, for the last few years, engaging, it took him, I think, a year before I actually put my mouth on his penis, because I'm just like, I love putting my mouth on penises, so I can't just willy-nilly put my mouth on a penis. Like, it got to be one that I'm kind of adoring, like, yeah.
It gotta be gorgeous too. I like the veins.
Look, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome.
You silly as hell. Wait, where's my cup at?
Yeah. I did all of that. I started also, this is one of my birthday gifts to myself. I started my birthday with a big black cock in my mouth.
And I had the glow in the dark one.
So guys, I am so with it. So like, yeah, I'm very, very, so guys, they be tripping like, well, I went down on you. Why the hell you won't give me no head? And I'll be like, dude, this is not $40 head.
What you love? This your whole check?
Right. This is salary head right here. I'm just gonna be 100% with you.
I can't withdraw head.
Right, I need to be like the beneficiary of your 401k head. That's the kind of head that you get with me. So I can't just do it all willy-nilly. You can't, if you flying by, then keep on flying by. Hope it was good for you.
You asked to put your mouth on me. I didn't ask you that.
Look, and recognize that you being able to put your mouth on me is also a privilege. It's a whole lot of mofos that wish they had that opportunity. A whole lot.
Look, non-smokers. We can't do the white tongues, none of that.
Yeah,
it's a criteria. Right.
That's what I'm talking about. So yeah,
and guys that like to eat pussy with Jolly Ranchers, no, you don't know nothing about coochie.
You know what you're doing, Flag. You don't have to give me no yeast infection or no bullshit ass head. No.
If you don't like the way pussy tastes, just say that. Right. If you prefer dick, that's fine. Just let me know.
Right. I remember I was talking to this guy once, and he was like, "Pussy's supposed to smell like water." I said, "Really?
What?"
I said, "So your arms smell like water?" He was like, "If you wash it properly, it should smell like water." I said, "So your arms smell like water, like right now? You took a shower 2 hours ago. Your arms smell like water right now." And he was like, "Yeah, no." And I said, "It smells like skin, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, so whole vaginas are on the inside of body."
Right. And some of these people smelling like Detroit, Michigan water. Come on. You know what I'm saying? What water are we talking about?
Wastewater.
Right. Hot dog water. Right? That's probably from someone that, but that's probably said by a person that don't know how penis affects the pH balance of vagina.
Exactly.
Right.
That part. Are you serious right now? So yeah, I was like, first of all, this is prime right here. And if I promise you it ain't gonna never smell like water, even after, freshly out the shower, because I take really good care. I'm telling you, AJ, like seriously, this is nuts. Like, why are they trying so hard to control how our bodies should function or, tell us what we have? Like, so what did he say? Um, he said something about, oh, you should wear panties because panties help your pH balance stay right. If you don't wear panties, then you won't then something will be wrong. I think he said, I said, first of all, you've been in my house several times. Have you ever seen any Monistat 7 in my cabinet? Because I know you check. What? I wouldn't check. And I was like, well, it ain't none. Not one single thing in my house. I said, you know when the last time I bought it? When I was married to some dude. That was over 20 years ago. Because I know what to do with my vagina. And since you don't have one, I'm going to think you need to be trying to focus on your penis. Keep that clean. Scrub between your ass. Make sure you don't have
get rid of
skid
that
marks.
the smegma underneath your
I'm
corona,
just
okay,
saying.
under your frenulum.
Could you?
Okay, pull back the skin, sir. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get the lint on your balls, the dingleberries.
What
Get the dingleberries up. You know,
that's a whole other cake.
right? Like we not on none of that.
Yeah,
Okay,
like, no.
but and just like they have a feminine product section, I have been seeing a lot of male. Have you ever heard of like dude wipes?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
so stuff
finally.
like that. Yes, something to make the balls smell good. Because the balls don't
Right.
be smelling good. For
Yeah.
real. It's like, come on. You just gotta bear through it.
And
Especially if you like
and isn't
balls.
that crazy? Like, put that in perspective. That men have built an entire industry on making us feel like we need to clean our bodies differently than, like we have an odor that needs to be scented with flowers and cucumbers and lime. And like, what?
They don't even know
built
how
this whole
to
industry on that. Yes,
grow
and panties
flowers.
are breeding grounds for bacteria. That's another reason
Right.
I don't wear them. The first one is fuck them panties. What are they doing for me?
Look, I'm gonna take them off when you're here anyway. So
Right.
why are you gonna have them on? That's just a step we gotta skip right there. Okay, just get quicker to the coochie. Okay,
Girl,
right.
I'm saying my beautiful lady needs to breathe. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
That's
And yes,
it.
I keep it clean. You ain't never had no smegma.
Women don't develop smegma. It's underneath their dick.
Right.
Right.
That was just what it is. So yeah. But yes, I am super excited about this kink month. I am planning to get my snail on and make sure he tried his one bird wheel because he can't tell me no for a whole month. Like, how you gonna be able to do that? It's a no. So so
Yeah,
we're gonna
I'm
do
not
that.
sure what I'm dressing up for next, but I know it's gonna be a Halloween theme type of camp situation. That's gonna be nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So I don't know. I
yes.
think I'm gonna be a kink witch. I'm not
Ooh,
sure. I know,
nice.
right?
We'll be looking to see. Make sure you post it. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. And Cutter and I are gonna continue drinking for the rest of the night. And so thank you for joining us on Intimate Conversation with Pink Kittee. Happy Kink Month, and I hope you're getting you some. And if you're not, do it anyway. Not getting you some is not an option. Just do it. Okay? All right. See you next time. Bye.